Hello friends, welcome to the next lecture in Arduino Less Arduino. In this we'll be seeing how to interface LCD to Arduino and see the details of LCD. Now LCD means liquid crystal display. Now what LCD will be interfacing is with Arduino is 2 row 16 column LCD. You can see on the screen a 2 row 16 column LCD. Now apart from 16 by 2, we have many different combinations like 8 by 1, 8 by 2, 10 by 2, 16 by 1, even 20 by 4 LCD. Now in this LCD there are total 32 characters. In each row there we can display 16 characters. So you can see here these are the 16 characters, and first row is row 0, second row is row 1, first column is column 0, same way the last column is column 15. Now this each cell in which the data is displayed is made up of 5 by 8 pixels, means one cell is of 40 pixels. Now this can be used to display alphanumeric data and even small graphic emojis. So this is what is the pin diagram of LCD. This is VSS, VDD, VEE. This is register select, read write. This is enable, and these are 8 data pins. And this LED A and LED K is basically used to control the backlight, that is the brightness of LCD. So let's see each and every pin in detail. Now here you can see VSS, VDD and VEE. These are the supply pins. So VSS is connected to ground, VDD is connected to plus 5 volts, and VEE is basically to control the contrast. So this VEE or VE along with LED positive and LED negative is used to control the brightness of LCD. Then register select. This is used to select the register inside the microcontroller. In microcontroller there are two type of registers. One is called as command register and other is called as data register. Same way we have RW, that is read write. This is used to write the LCD, write the data to the LCD or read the data from the LCD. Now reading means it will basically check the status of the LCD, whether it is busy in displaying something or generating some patterns or generating some data. Even this LCD has a controller inside. Then the enable, this pin is connected to microcontroller. Again this is used to enable the LCD for writing the data. So unless and until we enable the LCD, we cannot perform the read write function. Now these are data pins D0 to D7. So I hope these pins are cleared. And this LCD can be used in two modes. One is called as 4-bit mode and other is called as 8-bit mode. Now in 4-bit mode, the data is sent nibble by nibble. So first upper nibble will be sent, that is upper 4-bit, and then the lower nibble will be set. Now while interfacing LCD in 4-bit mode, the lower 4-bit, that is D0 to D3, is grounded, they are not used. And upper 4-bit D4 to D7 is used for interfacing with data, and will pass on that first upper nibble and then the lower nibble of the data. And in 8-bit mode, all the 8 pins are directly interfaced with LCD. Now definitely 8-bit mode is faster because data is sent in 1 byte itself, whereas in 4-bit we have to send nibble by nibble, so it is bit slower. So but another advantage is in 8-bit you need more number of pins, whereas in 4 bits you need less number of pins. So when you want to interface more number of hardware, fine, or more number of sensors and actuators, we generally prefer 4-bit mode. Even we have LCD with I2C interface that we'll see in further videos. Now this is 4-bit interfacing. Now VSS is grounded, VDD is given to plus 5 volt, VE is controlling the brightness. Now this is a potentiometer, basically is to connect the brightness, and this is generally of 10K. Even we can connect a fixed resistor also. It's not necessary that we should go for potentiometer. Now this RS is the resistor select, E is enable. Now this can be connected to the microcontroller pins, and read write is generally grounded, because generally we have to write to LCD. There are very less cases we read from the LCD. So while writing the LCD, I have to make that pin as low, and this, as I've told you, that D0 to D3 pins are grounded and data is sent on D4 to D7 pin. So first upper nibble will be sent and then lower nibble will be sent on the same pins. So let's see the interfacing with Arduino. So here these 4 pins are connected. That these are the data pins, that is 2, 3, 4 and 5 are connected to D4 to D7, VCC and ground, and this is a potentiometer connected to control the intensity or the brightness of the LCD. Whereas pin number 11 and 12 are connected to read write and enable. So this is how I can connect LCD in 4-bit mode. Now in 8-bit mode, the RS and E will be connected to Arduino, RW will be grounded as usual, but this time all these 8 pins are connected to Arduino. Now as compared to 4-bit, here you need 4 more lines extra, but it is bit faster, as I've told you, because I'm sending all 8-bit data at a time. So here this is the interfacing. Fine. So these are the main 8 bits directly connected. Now in this RS, RW and E, all the 3 are connected to Arduino. So see, in this case 8 and 3, total 11 pins are needed for interfacing. But if you take a previous case, that is 4-bit mode, I have taken 4-bit for Arduino and 2-bit for controlling. So I need 6 bits, and here I need minimum 10 to 11 pins. So I hope the interfacing of Arduino is clear, and now we'll see how to do the simulation in Tinkercad. So this is the interfacing in Tinkercad. Now in this interfacing you can see this VCC is connected to the breadboard, which will give me the positive rail. Negative is connected to the another pin of the breadboard, so this will give me the negative rail. Now pin number 4, 5, 4, 3 and 2 are connected to the 4 bits of LCD, and pin number 11 and 12 are basically used to control read write and enable pin. This is the ground pin, VCC, and VE or VD is connected to ground. So ground and VDD both are grounded, and this is LED A, which is connected to positive, and LED K, that is the cathode, is through resistance grounded. Now if I want to control the brightness, what I can do is LED anode, LED cathode, and this VEE I can use for controlling the brightness or contrast. So I hope the interfacing is clear, and this is 16 by 2 LED. Now let's see the code. Now this time I'm explaining the code of LCD. I'm not writing any block codes, I'm writing the textual code. So let's see. Now here I'm using an library called as liquidcrystal.h. Now this library has all the functions of LCD. Fine. So this is the library, and now this is I'm creating the object of the liquid crystal, that is LCD. Now in this I am passing the first RS, then enable, and then D4, D5, D6 and D7. So pin number 12 is register select, pin number 11 is enable, pin number 5, 4, 3, 2 is D4, D5, D6 and D7 of LCD. Now coming to the setup, in setup I am initializing the LCD. I am writing LCD.begin 16,2. The 16,2 says it is the 16,2 says it is 16 column and 2 rows LCD. So here the LCD will be initialized, and now let's see what is written in the loop. Now in loop I am writing LCD.set cursor. Now set cursor will set the cursor to first cell, that is row 0 column 0, and then I'll print on that YouTube channel. So all the 16 characters will be utilized, and then lcd.setCursor. Now I am writing on second column and first row. So first parameter is for column and second parameter is for row. On that I'll write Kavedia sir. So let's see the simulation. I hope the code is clear, and for more details about LCD, what you can do, you can go to library and then you can click on this LCD, which will connect you to documentation, and you can see what are the different other ways to initialize the LCD objects and what are the many different functions of LCD. So I hope this code is clear. Now let's see the simulation part. So I'll click this. So you can see it is written YouTube channel Kavedia sir. So in the function command I have written first line to be started from 0, 0. So this is first 0 row and 0 column, and in second case I have written 2, 1. So this is 0, 1 and 2. So this is 2 and first row, that is the second row. Actually this is 0 and this is 1. So it is 2, 1 means second column and second row. So I hope the interfacing of LCD is clear, and in further lectures we'll see this interfacing of LCD with different sensors and different parameters. Have a nice time, enjoy your day, stay safe, and if you like these tutorials, please don't forget to hit the bell notification and subscribe the channel, and definitely like the channel.